You know those Sigma males? I think they're always a step ahead, think they have some elaborate anime villain plan, and say they like to keep it to themselves, but actually are just delusional. Yeah, that's Classroom of the Elite, but actually cool and not cringe. This is the ANHS or Advanced Nurturing High School. In this school, only the top of the top elites, the super geniuses, are accepted. Like super geniuses. Of course, there's a few exceptions. Regardless, the best students from Japan are placed in 4 different classes and use their wits and strengths to battle it out to see which class reigns supreme. It's not just about your academic ability, but also your physical ability, intelligence, social skills, and more. Normally, the classes are somewhat balanced out, but a single person is able to tip the scale in any way he wishes, and that is obviously Ayanokoji Kiyotaka. Unlike everybody else in the school though, he isn't striving to make his class win. Instead, he operates discreetly, concealing his true strength. There are a few, however, who are aware of his capabilities, and they know that he's an incredible, capable individual. But most people, including you, the audience, have no idea of his true strength. In reality, he surpasses the expectations of everyone, even those who know he's hiding something. On the surface, he appears to be average, but then you peel off one layer of secrets and you realize he's actually way more than he lets on. For example, Ryuan learns this the hard way. During the class battle between Class D and Class C, he was rigging the games and manipulating the event in order to win. However, once he realized someone was countering his plans, he went on a wild chase just to find out Ayanokoji was pulling the strings all along. Knowing this, he organized a scenario in which he would just beat up Ayanokoji. They pulled up to the rooftop thinking that they've cornered the mastermind, just to realize it was all part of his plan.
Oh, have you figured it out yet? A situation where violence is the only way to resolve it. That's what I've wanted from the beginning.
And they ended up getting their asses handed to them. Now keep in mind, Ryun is also considered one of the elites from the upper echelon in the school, yet he had no idea of Ayanokoji's true capabilities, even though he thought he did. And look how that ended up for him. As the story unfolds, Ayanokoji steadily reveals more of his power to more people. Among those who know of him, to name a few, Horikira, Kei, Hirata, Fushida, Ryun, one person who actually knows of him way more than the others, and that individual is none other than Sakiyanagi Arisu. She's actually met him once before the high school, in the White Room, thus she knows he went through the excruciating program of the White Room. However, as she wasn't there constantly, she doesn't know how good he actually became. In fact, no one knows actually how strong he is, apart from maybe the instructors in the White Room who were the one who trained him. But what was his training? What did the instructors put him through for him to become such a godlike figure? What was he really capable of? To not spoil any content from the second year, I'll keep the information purely off Volume 0. In that hellish facility, where they were constantly beaten, Ayanokoji, along many other test subjects, undergo rigorous training. They learn about pressure points, weapon mastery, fighting, university level mathematics, and much more. That faculty created monsters that would smoke most of the students in ANHS, but even they pale in comparison to Ayanokoji. This is because even though they went through the same training, one thing separates Ayanokoji than everyone else, and that is his insane adaptability. He basically has the ability to absorb and retain an insane amount of information in the shortest amount of time. This makes the White Room a super efficient place for Ayanokoji to grow, since they just throw at him an endless myriad of information and he just takes it in. For example, they said that he remembers everything. He has a perfect memory from birth. And it's not like the photographic memory where some rare gifted people retain images so they have a really good memory and whatnot. No, he retains everything, and when I mean everything, I mean every single thing. Like, this man literally narrates his own birth. He remembers looking at his fingers, feeling they were cold. Like, what? Like, how many of y'all remember what was your fit yesterday? Like, me personally, I don't even remember what I ate for breakfast this morning. Like, let alone remember anything before 5 years old. Just to name a few more of his feats though. He learned martial arts at the age of 4. He has a literal perfect win record against professional fighters, which include Assassin, that he fought more than 5,000 times in the span of 5 years, while his age was in the single digits. That means under 10 years old. Oh, and did I mention he was smashing the heads of professional hitmen with a stick? Yeah. Just like how you should smash the subscribe button right now, otherwise you smell like rotten eggs because I'm trying to reach 1,000 subs soon. Ayanokoji is literally viewed as a godlike figure in the White Room, such that the gap between him and the other children was impossible to be closed. He was learning so fast that he was giving trouble to the White Room to gather new things to teach him. Like, imagine your teacher got this whole ass curriculum for the entire year and you learn that shit in 2 weeks and you have the rest of the year completely off. That's how cold he was, and that's just one of his few feats. If this video does well, or if people want me to, I can make an entire video about his performances and his feats. Knowing all of this, how is it even possible for the other students in the ANHS to compare themselves or to even know about his true strength? Like, how is it fair to compare these not-so-elites after all to the perfect human known as Ayanokoji? This man could literally single-handedly beat up all the other classes by himself, regardless if it's an academic, physical, or anything contest. But ultimately, that's how he was written, and I think it's just good to enjoy it that way. If you're still not subscribed, like, what the fuck are you doing? You should subscribe right now and like the video. Now, come on. Please, thank you.